Welcome to a brief tutorial on standards-based grading in Infinite Campus at Miller Middle School. Standards-based grading is the way your child is being evaluated based on the standards that are taught at his or her grade level. So let's start by talking about what the marks are for standards-based grading. There are 5 marks, as you can see: EX, PF, IP, BG, and IW. And each one of these means something slightly different. EX is exemplary, and this means that the child understands the standard and can go above and beyond what was expected. PF is proficient, meaning that the student completely understands it, but doesn't necessarily mean they can go above and beyond the understanding. IP means the knowledge base of the child is in progress, meaning that he or she can understand some of the standard but still needs some help. BG means beginning, which also means that the child is having some experience with the standard, demonstrating some minor understanding with help. They may need help along the way, and they also may need help getting started. And IW means that there is insufficient work shown in that standard, and so the child can't even meet the standard with help. So those are the marks that you will see on your child's report card. So let's talk about Infinite Campus. When you go to the district website, you are able to click on this Infinite Campus link, and this will take you to the parent sign-in page. And if you don't have a way to sign in, if you don't have your username and password, please contact Bob Gilbertson in the Media Center at Miller, and he will set you up. But once you are into Campus Portal, you will pick one of your children, or in my case, I have 2, so I'll pick one of them. And I will go over to grades. And what I will look for here is the grades or the marks based on the standards-based requirements this year to see how she is doing. So she has an EX in some. Now, in some cases, there's NAs. Now, this is a final report card. So NA meant that standard was not evaluated that quarter, so that's why there is no grade for it. So here's another EX, but you kind of have to look through and see what kind of grades, EX, PF, IP, BG, or IW, that your child has for each of the standards. So they list the standard, and then they tell you what grade they have in that standard, if there is a grade yet in the quarter for that standard. When you come down here, there are 2 areas. These are the standards are academic, so these are the traditional things that school measures. These 2 down here are behavior standards, and so these are things that we want to know if your child can do. Are they on time, prepared, and actively engaged? And they demonstrate respect towards others. So in these marks, she has a C, and these mean that they are consistently doing these things. Some of the other marks are O for occasionally as well. So those are some of the marks on Infinite Campus. If you have further questions about standards-based grading, the reason that Miller has gone to standards-based grading is because it truly shows where your child is academically. It is no longer a matter of extra credit work or homework that is inflating your child's grade. It is truly being able to zero in on the standards specifically and evaluate where your child's knowledge is in that standard specific. So that was a brief overview. If you have further questions, there is more information in written form. Thank you for tuning in.